And so begins day 3 of our wood carving trip to Grand Marais. But first I need to get some videos of this beautiful morning.
Set up so that you can rest your hand a little closer to the point of contact.
Our instructor shows us how to paint our finished bird carving. Soon I'll be ready to carve my next bird.
After sitting here pounding coffee all morning, you might have a little bit of a tremor as you're trying to get to your line. So similar to how we had more control with our knives, holding it closer to the point of contact. I usually kind of choke up on the brush to get close to those spots, and I'll often plant my pinky close to, as an extra point of contact, close to different various spots if I'm painting, just so I have a little bit more control. Because if I'm just floating in space here, I'm still gonna. No matter how stable I think I am just relying on muscles further back, and I probably will have just the tiniest bit of shake in my hand. But here, planted on there, it can get really nice and tight in there. So my steps, you'll probably get bored here if I just paint this whole thing, so I'll just describe the next thing, and if you want to see it, I'll call it out as I really like that brand of it's PFIEL, it's called File. You can get it at a woodcraft store. And yeah, I think they're relatively inexpensive. I think it's like $30 or something like that.
I wonder if this set of golden eyes will be snatched by our local otter. Nope, not this time. At lunchtime, we decide to go out to the outer wave-breaking wall and catch a few shots of videos. back to work. And after our 3 o'clock fellowship break, our instructor led us out and visit other wood carving classes.
Discarded cigar boxes that were then, usually there's a base box. Here's an antique example. So there's a base box, and then other boxes are disassembled and then cut and notched and added to the surface of the base box. So you can see the original box. And this one, most cigar boxes at the inside of this had upholstery at one point. A lot of times the insides were upholstered. This was a sewing box. So that was a common thing. So for sometimes they would create football and Wednesdays like these chains. This looks like a Wednesday, and sometimes it's called football. There's a lot of variations. And you can see how it's pushing against the these sort of look like covers. So both of these are made from discarded material.
Which class are you guys in?
We're in the bird carving.
Oh, awesome. How's that going?
Oh, pretty good. I got one done, painted, the whole works.
Oh, awesome.
So yesterday we started with what we call a nothing stick. So the aim of the game is to end up with nothing and put shavings on the ground. So we've learned all what we call the knife grip. So we've got some of these knife grips on that poster over there. But I originally learned some from the Ray Mears book, and I suspect he got it from the Swedish carving techniques, written by Willy Sundqvist. I have one of his spoons over here that you can have a look at in a minute. So yeah, yesterday we started with knife grips, making shavings. We then moved on to mess around with the axe, learning how to split, chop and shave. Chopping creates, you can think about that. Chips. Chopping creates chips. Shaving creates
Messes.
Long
shavings.
shavings. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then we had to go at a kind of more shaped stick. So then we thought, what are we actually leaving behind? And we had to go at trying to create facets and concave cuts, trying to meet at the bottom of the valley. And then convex cuts, creating edges and planes meeting each other, which is probably a bit like a bird. That, not really, is it? Which, yeah. If you kind of half close your eyes, imagine an otter coming underneath. And then so this morning we've been making a spoon like this. We're starting again with some chunks of wood, and we're going to try and make some Roma style spoons. So that's what these guys are doing. And we're going to move on to some axing crank and making spoons. Oh yes. They're like tools for kind of moving stuff, and just for hot food, definitely better than your hands.
Instead of using the saw, we can just do the beat cut down there. And you don't need a saw to do it. And it works the same way.
Time to check in on Ronald's progress. After class, we visit a new stream. Here's another river that is pretty well iced up. The Cadence River, just a little stream. It's beautiful. Probably would be really nice in the summertime, but for right now, this is the best that we can do. We return to the North House Folk School to listen in on finishing techniques of wood carving bowls.
But still looking for things that people use day to day. So this is an Irish lavabo, spelled lamb, Lamhog. And then there's two side grain eared bowls or sneed skull as they're called, and then get to visit collections like this. This is a private collection in Borås, Sweden, over by Gothenburg. So the brush had lacquer in it. So you clean it with vegetable oil, which dilutes it. So you dip, you brush, you squeegee it out, you dip, you squeegee it out, you dip, until the oil turns clear. Oh, let me turn the light off.
Oh, I didn't really think through scraping the brush
Well, you can use your spatula.
on. I
Sure.
guess I'll just use this.
Yeah, sure.
Where, this is like the trap.
Little bit.
Shore and sunset views of the end of day 3 of our North House Folk School trip.